Hello, my name is Iron and this is Iron's Tech. Welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different video today. I've had a few requests here and there to make a comparison video between different manufacturers supporting applications. So like different earphone apps basically. So I've gone through a few and talked about the pros and cons. I've taken some material I've used previously in videos. I've had another look at some apps that have been updated, and I've compiled it all together for you here. So let's jump in and have a look at the first application. Okay, so we'll take a look at the Soundpeats app here. So if I go and open up the original app from Soundpeats, you will see that it opens up and then you immediately get a message saying the app does not support this model of headphones, please download the new one. So I downloaded the new one and opened it up, logged in, did everything, and then it connected and it recognized them as being the black model, even though they're not. Okay, so we're in the app. You can see a big picture of the earbuds there. It tells you the battery life for the left and right. I haven't seen a percentage on those, just a general idea. You've got buttons to disable all touch controls, a game mode toggle. You can go in and edit all the buttons now. That wasn't on the previous Soundpeats app. This is new for this app. You can change absolutely everything, which is great. Completely customize the controls. If you go into the middle bottom menu, you've got all your EQ settings. You've got an adaptive EQ that will create one for you. Mine came out a bit weird, very bottom heavy. I didn't actually like the result of that, but it might work a second time. Loads of different options there. You've got bass boosting, electronica, your standard classic sound, loads of things. You can go in and make your own. I've got one by, again, Ken Tanaka there. There's also a big V-shaped one I made. You can go in and absolutely customize the sound any way you like. The EQ on these is really, really good, really customizable. Very easy to use app, very easy to understand. You can just hit, you want to save it or cancel. Really, really good update to the original app that I had a quick look at. You've got all this other things in there like questions and feedback and settings, and you can change the language, you can adapt your account, change your account, make a new account. So pretty good app overall. It would have the ANC settings on this main front page if your earbuds had ANC. And that's to change the tone in the earbuds themselves. You've got 4 languages to choose from there. I will choose English. So yeah, pretty good app overall. Big update from the original app and nice to see. Soundpeats are doing a good job. They keep updating everything, keeping everything up to date and running smoothly. Okay, so you can see we're in the Soundcore app here now. You've got your main screen up, picture of the earbuds, shows you your battery percentage for your left and your right, and also in your case, again, it shows all the battery full. So it's lasted for ages. You've got your different modes. We've got a noise cancelling mode, normal and transparency. Into the noise cancelling mode, you can switch between adaptive ANC, manual and then you've also got like a transportation ANC mode down at the bottom. Adaptive will adjust your surroundings. Manual, you can choose. I set it on 1 because it was hurting my ears. And then multi-scene, you can choose between transport and some other ones. I keep it on manual normally. Normal is just like a normal set of earbuds with no ANC, and then your transparency mode, you can pick between fully transparent or vocal mode. I tend to keep it on fully transparent so I can hear what's around me. You've got a wind noise reduction mode. I have tried that. I honestly don't notice much difference with it on or off, honestly. Sound effects, you've got your EQs. You can do a Hear ID sound test. You can go in and pick from some presets. I had it on pop for a while, and then I went into custom and added a few. I did my own custom one, and there's one from someone called Ken, who's a YouTuber, and his is actually my preferred sound at the moment. It cuts off some of the sub bass and it pulls those over bright trebles down a little bit. So really nice you have that in the app. It's a really, really full app. So many different things you can do. You've got this immersive experience. You can flip between movie mode and game mode. Gaming mode will reduce the latency, and movie mode makes it sound a little bit more like surround sound. It's not amazing, but it's okay. You've got your controls. You can completely adjust everything from left and right. You can go all the way through and tell everything, single tap all the way through to triple tap, long hold. It's completely adjustable. Really, really good. You've got a safe volume control, so you can set your limit on decibels. Really good again for your hearing health. There's a settings section which has a whole load of stuff. You can do a fit test. There's a prompt tone. You can turn all the tones on and off if you get annoyed with the dinging all the time. You can do dual connections. You can connect it to your phone, someone else's phone. Auto power off, find device, widgets, the name of the device, firmware, serial number. This app has so many things. It's really full, and the Soundcore app is honestly one of the best apps out there. It's really, really good and has so many different things. So very, very good praise for the app there. One of the best ones I've used. Okay, so I've got some screen recording happening of the app here for the WH-CH720N. As you can see, you've got access to play, go forward, go back, volume control, adaptive sound control as well. I currently have the adaptive sound control turned off as I generally don't use it, but you can go in and switch it on and it'll change what's happening depending on if you're walking or sitting or standing. It'll turn on the noise cancelling or adaptive, so the ambient mode, depending on what you're doing. It's quite clever, but I don't think I'll use it until it's a little bit more refined. I prefer doing things manually at the moment. So this is the first page you're greeted to when you go into the app. After setup, this is what you'll see every time you log in. If you go across to sound, you've got access to your ambient sound control. I have it set to off, more than I thought I would actually. They sound very good in all three of the modes. Ambient mode has 20 different settings. I find 20 to be a little bit too kind of hissy. There's a little bit too much background noise, a bit too sibilant, so I tend to leave it around 16 or 17. It gets rid of the hiss, you can still hear everything fine. The voice pass-through thing I leave off usually. Leaving it on, you do get some voices coming through a little more, but I find having it just on normal ambient mode is totally fine. The noise cancelling is good. As I said before, it works. It generally is better at cutting out low noise or low frequencies, and yeah, it's nice to have on the headphones. Okay, I'm going to put them back to off, just leave them on off for a while. Okay, the equalizer is the best, in my opinion, best part of this app. You can go in, change things around, like I've pushed up the higher frequencies and the mids a little bit there, just to open the headphones up a little bit. You can go through all these different presets. You've got off, which makes them sound as they do when they come in the box. Bright obviously picks up the top end. Excited does sound excited. It's a bit too much for me, that one actually. And you've got so many others. There's all these different presets you can choose. You've got mellow and relaxed and all these other ones to go through. So loads of things to look at and play with. And yeah, the EQ system is really good to have that. You've got a find your equalizer thing where it will make you choose some circles that all sound different and decide what you want to hear. It was all right, not completely accurate, but nice to have. You also have the 360 reality audio setup, which you have to take photos of your ears and all kinds of things for that one. I've not used it much. It does work though, but it's not something I'll be using a whole lot, I wouldn't have thought. There's a thing where you can go in and decide if you want to have connection as your priority or sound quality as your priority. I generally leave it on sound quality because they do sound very nice, these headphones. But if you are noticing cutouts and drops, you can switch it. And then there's also the DSEE selection, so you can choose between having it off or on auto. I leave it on. I don't notice much of an impact on the battery life by having it on. They still last plenty long enough. And I do notice a difference in the sound. Whoops, there. Keep it on sound quality. I do notice a difference in having that on. So as you can see, you've also got access. It tells you the battery life you have left. It tells you the Bluetooth's connected. It tells you you're using AAC and DSEE. So lots of information there. The last little bit you can get into is system, and you can connect to two devices. I have that turned off currently. You can choose which voice assistant you want to use. I'm currently using Siri. But you can choose Alexa if you want to and set that up, or you can just switch it off and not use it at all. You've got the controls for what the button does on the headphones. On the right ear cup, you can have noise cancelling, ambient sound, or off. You can switch those on and off however you like. You can have them always on, off if you want to. You don't have to have any of them turned on. It's quite good to have all the options. I've got my automatic power off set to 15 minutes, which is good if I'm forgetful and forget to turn the headphones off. Notification and voice guide, I have that set. I left it in Japanese because most of the time these headphones communicate with little beeps. Like when you switch modes, it makes different beeps for different things, and I very quickly, within a day, memorized what those beeps are. So it doesn't really talk to you much. If you press the power button when they're turned on, it will tell you how much battery is left. So obviously mine do that in Japanese, but you can completely easily change the language just by clicking the language you want and letting the language pack download. I've got my software automatically updating. So yeah, in short, the app's great. It's really good, pretty user-friendly. The equalizer part of it is fantastic. And I think it adds value to these headphones to have access to an equalizer system like this, because I can take headphones that sound okay and make them sound much, much better, much to more liking. Yeah, it's just a good app. I mean, you've also got this other access to the log things you've been listening to, how long you've been listening for. It tells you where you've been if you have that turned on. I don't. You can go to badges if you like collecting things, winning things. You get various badges for listening. It gives you information. It reminds you how to do things, tips. It's just so much stuff in one little headphone app, really. And yeah, as I said, it adds a lot of value to the headphones themselves. So yeah, really nice app from Sony. Really nice that you can access them on these headphones. I think the previous model, the 710Ns, did not have access to this, which was a shame. So yeah, really, really good, and really nice that this has been included with these headphones. Okay, so this is the main start page of the Earfun app. You can see I've got two devices there, the Earfun Wave Pro and the Earfun Air Pro 3. You can go in to the menus at the bottom. The following one across is Discover, which has some advertisements for new things. It also has some like sound demonstrations there. As you can hear, it's got a few different sounds. You can also go in and add an account and adjust various different things. There's lots to do, lots of settings. If you go into the actual device, if I click on the Earfun Wave Pro, it shows you the battery percentage left. You can change the name of it. You can go through all the different types of noise cancellation and ambient sound control these headphones have. So you've got like the normal, there's an ambient sound, wind noise cancelling, comfort ANC, strong ANC. Like you can scroll through all of those no problem, and they switch back and forth without any issues. There's also a game mode, which can be toggled on and off from inside this app. I don't believe you can do that on the headphones themselves, although possibly if you change the controls you might be able to, but by default I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Below the game mode you have the equalizer, and this has been changed completely in a new update. This looks different now. You've got so many different presets to choose from. And if you're unhappy with all of those, you can make your own. I have a preset by a YouTuber called Flossie. His chosen tuning was one I liked the sound of, so I adapted it a tiny bit. I pulled the sub bass down just a little. You can do a sound profile, same as with the Soundpeats application, that will let you make your own, basically, based on how you hear. Mine came out, again, kind of okay. And there's this thing called a Fernanda signature. It's a new addition to the app. He's a tech content creator. He updated his signature sound, and you can go in and add that to yours if you want. He's got one for the normal EQ and one when you turn the ANC on. It's pretty good. It sounds all right. I prefer the Flossie one. I'll be sticking with that one. But they sound good. It's nice to have so many options. So it's a very full application. There's loads of things you can do here. It's not quite as feature-packed as the Soundcore one, but so many things. Again, here you've got all the different controls. You can adjust all the buttons to do whatever you want. Dual device connections, you can set that up. It keeps a record of the things you connected to before, which is really good. Complete control of the voice prompts. You can turn it off, change the volume, change the language. Really, really nice. Auto shutdown timer. Really, really full app. They even have a full tutorial. The whole user manual in PDF is in this application, which is a really nice touch. Tells you the version you've got, and you can factory reset or delete the device from the app. So a really nice full application. Really nicely done from Earfun. So very good. Okay, so that's a look at some different applications from earphone manufacturers and a comparison between which are best. I mean, I think across all the applications, the Soundcore one stands out as having the most features, just being absolutely feature-packed. The Sony one has been the most reliable in terms of opening and closing and bugs, that kind of thing. They're all great. The Earfun one is also very, very good, including the the PDF manual, that kind of thing. Very nice. And the Soundpeats one with the recent update is a very, very welcome update. The original app, from watching other people's clips, was very, very bare bones, and this one has a lot more to it. So yeah, I think Soundcore just edge on the application there. I think they just have the most full and nice to use, pleasant looking application. But they're all great, and it's really good to see all the companies stepping up and providing full app support for their earphones and headphones. So really good. I hope this video has been helpful. My name's Iron, this is Iron's Tech, and thank you for watching.